Greetings, YouTube. I couldn't sleep. It takes me, okay, first off, this is my second video on Myers-Briggs and about INFJ stuff, but, yeah, I couldn't sleep, and that's a normal thing. Usually it takes me about 2 hours to fall asleep because I think a lot. But, anyways, the things I was thinking about, which made me want to take a video, is the information that sticks and resonates for INFJs. And I was thinking about this stuff because we're not very good with details, right? Okay, so supposedly that's how it naturally, that is how it is. But at least for me personally, I can make menial details stick if they answer the larger why question. For instance, like Myers-Briggs, the functions behind the 4 letters that describe your personality and your functions that Carl Jung, who was an INFJ, came up with. Those little puzzle pieces stick with me because they explain why. The why of something. I'm always, with everything, I'm asking why. But, and that's what it does. It's great. But this applies to real life and I don't know if this is an INFJ thing, but at least for me, I have auditory processing problems, which is borderline learning disorder, but no, it's just like I can't, if someone is speaking commands at me, I will look at you like I have an IQ of like 75 or something. It doesn't stick that way. So I have to sometimes, if someone tells me to do something, I have to say, hold on, let me write it down. And then I have to fit it into like what I'm doing now and what I'm doing next, and the way I'm going to handle it at that point. It's a weird thing. And I've always had this problem with things spoken to me, and it's just auditory processing problems. If you're an INFJ and you have to ask what a lot, I would look into auditory processing disorder because I'm sensing a trend with that. But what else was I thinking about? This was not planned at all. I literally tried to go to bed like an hour and a half ago. So, yeah, at least for me, the details, because I'm a copy editor, and for some reason, like, I've actually read a lot about INFJs being copy editors, and I'm not very good at speaking in a way that's grammatically correct. I think too much about it, and I see them as symbols, and I don't pronounce a lot of words correctly. And it's not that I don't know what they are, and because I do, and it's not that I don't understand the way a sentence is structured. It's just that there's a gap between my brain and communicating it. It's like communicating ideas and FE. And I also want to talk about FE a bit too, extroverted feeling, but I'm going to try to finish my thought. Whenever I'm speaking an idea versus whenever it's actually just in my brain, I am also paying a ridiculous amount of attention to the person I'm having the conversation with. Actually, I'm paying more attention through the process of communicating what's in my brain. I'm paying more attention to the other end, and the kind of extroverted sensing. So your surroundings and like your whether or not you're maintaining eye contact and your body language and your facial features and everything and the way you react. And I almost pay more attention to that than what you're saying to me. A lot of times with nonverbals. Yeah. Anyways, but extroverted feeling and introverted thinking, those two, I had a thought with that. Usually I write a list. I need to write a list next time. Okay. So I think with INFJs, we are sure of text message surrounding. We're sure of everyone else's perspective except for our own. So I have trouble talking about my ideas, which makes sense because that's a weak function, TI. But I also have trouble sorting through all of the feelings of all of the interactions I've had throughout the day and all of the potential interactions. And this is really important too. With FE and with NI and FE, you're forecasting your interactions also. So I do this a lot where I will have conversations in my head, or I'll try to predict their reaction, or predict like how two people will interact as well. But whenever it comes down to my like own emotional state, it takes me a really long time, and I get really spacey and scattered whenever I try to talk about my own feelings, because I have so much to sift through. Like, is that me? No. It's a tiring process. Also, with my ideas, I see things in visual analogies, and it's very strange because, or sometimes like scenarios. I don't know. I see things. I don't know. If I'm describing my mental state to a lot of people, I usually describe it as a snow globe. And anytime new information comes into is presented, it's like taking a snow globe and shaking it. It's just chaos until everything settles, and then you really get it. But each and every one of the snowflakes in the snow globe, those are different perspectives. So you present a new idea, it's like shaking the snow globe, and you're seeing all of these different perspectives until you get it from all ends into one truth. Sounds like someone's in my house. That scared the crap out of me. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm afraid. Okay, goodbye.